Hi everyone, I'm in Doha, which is in Qatar in the Middle East, and I am here for a couple of days. It's about 115 degrees outside, so I'm inside in my air-conditioned hotel room. Recently, I watched a vegan documentary, and it kind of shocked the life out of me, and it has really left an impression in me. You know, I had my whole journey from eating meat to becoming a vegetarian to becoming a vegan to a raw vegan and now a breatharian, and or on my journey to becoming a breatharian. And then on my breatharian path, I actually on occasions when I was traveling, I started consuming dairy products. So for example, there was like yogurt, or they'll have like a coffee with milk, and then I'll have that. And so I did consume dairy products even on my path. But now my body just, doesn't resonate with it. And even if it did resonate with it after watching that documentary, I would not have dairy products. For example, I did that video on food, the addiction, and I had that pizza. I didn't ingest it, but you know what? I might as well have, because it had cheese on it, and I bought it, and I was supporting that whole industry, right? So, anyways. I had never seen a documentary like this, and I'd heard of how they are, and it's kind of in your face, the cruelty that we inflict upon the animals. And because I think when you see this documentary, you really feel like, whoa, like why are people eating meat, and seeing how horribly these animals are treated, and you're like, what's going on? Why are people eating meat? And then you feel like, you know, people that have pets, and like, you know, you like, you love this animal that's your pet, and then why is it in your mind okay to kill another animal and eat it, right? So that just kind of went through my head, and then I realized that, you know what, there's a disconnect. Like what you see on your dinner plate, you don't really connect it to how this animal was slaughtered to be your food, right? I mean, maybe you do, but it's kind of a far away disconnect, but you don't see the cruelty that's actually happening. And I think these documentaries kind of hit it right in your face, where you actually see the cruelty that's happening. It was kind of hard to like watch it, and then to think, why is this universe so cruel? Why are we so cruel? And then I think as things are slowly changing. I mean, years ago, when I was growing up, vegetarianism was unheard of, especially in the West. I know in India, everyone knows about it. You know, and the culture is to be vegetarians. But I know in the West, vegetarianism was unheard of. So then vegetarianism became more popular, and then veganism was kind of unheard of. It's kind of a weird thing. You know, I remember when I was growing up, it was like, oh, I don't have dairy. It's like, well, why don't you have dairy? Why don't you have milk? You know, it was kind of not in my consciousness. It's like, well, why are these people not having dairy? Why are they not having milk? You know, it was like, it was kind of a weird thing. And then I remember when I was a vegetarian, and I heard of this person, kind of a really strange guy that people were saying, it's like, yeah, you know, he has raw vegetables. I was like, why is he having raw vegetables? Why is he not cooking his vegetables? It was considered such a weird thing that it kind of left everyone used to sit around talking about this weird guy who would just have raw vegetables. But see how things have changed over the years. And so I feel that if we want to see a change in this world, we just need to change. So as we increase our vibrational frequency, as the vibrational frequency of our planet changes, I think more people, you know, start following a more cruelty-free existence. So you're going to probably see more vegetarians, more vegans, and probably more breatharians. The way to deal with things now is to just come out of a place of compassion. And what I mean by compassion is just having compassion. I mean, we have a lot of compassion for animals when they're treated this way, right? But to also have a compassion for our fellow human beings, because I think we have to go under the assumption that people are doing the best that they can do. So it's probably not in their consciousness. Like, for example, they say that if everyone had to go out and kill the animal and eat it, most people become vegetarians or vegans, because I don't think people actually like to kill animals and eat them, like actually physically go and kill it and eat it. Compassion is a much better vibrational frequency to be in than to be under anger. And the last thing you want to be is under anger when you watch someone eating meat. So if you want to increase the vibrational frequency, just come out of compassion, because compassion is from a place of love, and love is one of the highest vibrational frequency that you can be in. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.